Be quiet.
What if life was a bit less serious? And a bit more spicy? Take
The professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of The Spawn. I'm sorry it took us a minute to get going there. Maralto was able to convince Parrish to face cam with us, so you'll get to see 3 people here on face cam today instead of Zim and X other person being a picture. So at least give us something interesting to look at. Yo, right, Mangoes? Parrish is fly over there. But
Oh my
yeah, we
god.
definitely had a short Mobile Mayhem today. Obviously, for the quarterfinals, Maralto. I never talk down about you, Maralto, right? But we definitely have had a bit of a struggle with getting a 5th player available for Mobile Mayhem for Primal. So obviously that was a pretty short match, as well as ARP came by and, for the most part, pretty much smoked Mafia X out, right? Like the hard point was pretty solid, but everything after that was ARP just running away with it all.
Yes, I would say so. Well, I'm sorry. Was there a question or?
No, just any comments. Just any comments.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, ARP is a pretty solid team. I mean, they've been together for quite a while now, and I mean, they're in stage 4 as well. So, I think they have a lot more to lose than Mafia X does at this point in time. And Mafia X, no disrespect to them, they're a great team. But they're just not like as committed because they really don't have as much of a reason to be. It's they play a few tournaments here and there, but at the end of the day, they didn't make it for stage 4, so they're kind of just on the afterburners right now. I'd
Yeah.
imagine.
Versus
So,
ARP, who like scrim all day long.
right, exactly.
So,
I mean, there's really no contest.
yeah,
So.
definitely a big time commitment there. And Parrish, I'm glad you were able to join us because obviously you're going to be in the semifinals. So you got kind of an early look today at, you guys are obviously going to be going up against Explicit, who is obviously a merger with AR. And they've been looking pretty solid. So I know you guys have had
Yeah.
some sketchy weeks the past couple weeks, but man, Tuesday you guys just came out swinging.
Yeah, honestly, because post Masters we haven't been like screaming as much. So then after like taking a break, like we knew like the competition's gonna be tough, like moving into stage 4. So we decided to start screaming again like prior, I think it was the day before Mole Mayhem. So yeah, we came in prepared. Then yeah, we are like getting our rhythm back. Yeah, and we're excited for stage 4.
How are you feeling about going up against Explicit on Tuesday specifically for the semifinals?
Explicit is like a team that you kind of underestimate because they're all capable of winning. We lost to them, I think, regular season because we didn't scream. Thought they were like a bunch of bots. But like honestly, yeah. Then paid the price, So like we knew our mistakes. We know our mistakes, and we'll be prepared going into the semifinal. Yep.
Yeah, I definitely expect some good matches. I actually think NA has been pretty underrated, and I've been one of the people that is like, man, NA just sucks this season. But I think our semifinals looks pretty solid. We have ARP versus NYSL Mayhem. I fully expect that to be a really good matchup, and then obviously Tribe versus Explicit. Last time around the block, for the most part, they were able to win, right? Obviously, there's a couple things that have changed. Um, but again, you guys looked way better earlier on this week. I expect you guys to bring that same level of competition to Thursday's games or Tuesday's games, and then we'll be looking forward to Thursday with the winner of each of those matches going on to the grand finals and the losers going on to the third place matches respectively. So I gotta say I'm pretty excited. I haven't been excited for NA all season long, with the exception of maybe Tuesday we had really good matches, but I'm pretty hyped moving here on forward.
Yeah,
Me
man.
too.
I'm excited too. Yeah. Can't wait.
Well, definitely have to see if Tribe's able to pull off the three-peat back-to-back-to-back Mobile Mayhem wins. So
Yeah,
should be
we'll
a
try
good
our
one.
best.
You try your best. All right. Do you guys know if you're gonna have the full roster for then, or are you guys gonna be playing with Bolu?
Um.
Not that he's been playing bad either, right? But
Oh yeah, but Bolu has been frying like recently, like despite his injuries. Yeah, he's been frying. Yeah, sometimes he would top frag in the games. Yeah, but most of the time, yeah, he is not at his best right now. But like as time goes on, he's gonna become better. Yeah, but I think like coming the Mobile Mayhem season, I think he's gonna play because Childs have been busy. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's why.
Maralto, with your team being out of Mobile Mayhem, I feel like this is a good opportunity to, and I don't mean that in a bad way, right? Because again, I wish nothing but the best for you. You're a super chill dude. You're fun to watch, and I hope you get a team together that works with you. You know, but
Hey, I'm hoping for the same thing.
you being a player that is at that same level of competition, looking forward into Tuesday's matchups again of ARP and Mayhem, and then Tribe and Explicit. If you had to guess who we're gonna have for the finals, what would you say? Because you obviously scrim a lot of these guys, right? You have a little bit more information than just what we see on game day. Because sometimes there's, you know, teams will hold back a little bit in competition just to hide some of their strategies from their better opponents, right? So.
It's true. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's kind of hard to say, to be honest with you. Like, I guess between the NYSL and the what's it called? Sorry, the ARP game. NYSL is in Los Angeles right now. They're not even home. They're watching and like they're watching the CDL
CDL.
NYSL play. So yeah, they're. I mean, they're out. I don't know if that'll have a big effect on them. It could be. I personally, when I don't play the game for like 2 to 3 days already, I'm back to like tier 4. You know, I gotta play in bot lobbies and still go neg. But yeah, I'm not sure what effect it could have on them. It could go either way, to be honest with you. I think that between Tribe and Explicit, I mean, Parrish already said that the first time they underestimated them, so that's probably not going to happen a second time. I feel like Tribe is the heavy favorite in that one, and probably the heavy favorite to win the whole thing. So,
Yeah, I guess we'll
yeah.
see. That's definitely around the corner for us for Mobile Mayhem, but that's obviously not even the biggest news coming up. You know, we're not but what, just a couple weeks away at this point of stage 4, in which both of you guys will be competing there. And I know you were kind of mentioning earlier, Maralto, during Mobile Mayhem that you were only able to not field 5 for Mobile Mayhem. Does that mean we're going to see a 5th player show back up for stage 4?
Well, hoping so. The way it is right now, Explicit is kind of doing a really stupid thing and trying to make 4 roster changes for Stage 4, which the actual rule set states that only 1 would be allowed only out of like total necessity, like if 2 players from your roster are unable to play for whatever, like health reasons or something. But they want to make 4 roster changes and essentially bring what was AR into Stage 4 with them, and that's like, for me, I just think that's a total waste of time. And they dropped a player who we are actually looking to pick up. His name is Veteran. He's a really solid player. He plays with ARP and Mobile Mayhem, actually. But I think he went to ARP only because Explicit made this move that, again, really silly. So, if we're able to get 5 for stage 4, it would be with him, with Veteran, or once the admins announce that, you know, Explicit, you guys can't do this, we'll probably pick up an Arsenal player. And that's just how it's going to be. That's what we're hoping for, really. Yeah.
I definitely think Veteran would be a good addition to your guys' roster for sure.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
you guys actually don't look bad, right? Like you guys show up with 4, and you actually have some pretty solid performances. Like today, Bright was fragging out, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys
Oh,
were
yeah.
stuck, unfortunately, in a 4 versus 5 scenario where it's like, man, maybe if you have a 5th player that, you know, no offense to Volky, but often didn't feel like he was carrying as much weight as a 5th player could, right?
No, for sure.
You throw
Yeah.
someone like Veteran in there, or a Jingo, or someone like that. I feel like maybe people stop sleeping on Primal at that point. You have another heavy Slayer on the team. Maybe you guys find a little bit more ground. Maybe you guys find a little bit more synergy. But yeah, definitely
agree.
excited to see you guys for stage 4. Do you guys actually have on the team end of things? Like, do you guys know who you're playing against yet, or no?
No, they haven't released the brackets.
Gotcha.
I kind of did like based on the seeding and the way the brackets were last year for stage 4, I did like a test bracket sort of to see. Like, I'm probably totally wrong, but from what I got, we would play Truly first round. Tribe plays like, I don't even know, like Destiny Gaming, I think they were called, like some terrible team like Infantry. But Yeah, NYSL plays another team like that, and then Explicit versus ARP would be the last two. So maybe we get to play Truly for Sign. I'm not sure. We'll see how it is. They could just do it totally differently from how they did last year as well. Like we don't know anything. So
Have either of you guys' teams been able to get good scrims in with Truly as of late? Because I've talked to some
no.
teams, and that has been a constant thing with them. And chat is like constantly on my case. Oh, you're sleeping on Truly, and it's like I can't believe in a team that is not getting scrims in against the other top teams until they show up, right? Like we knew leading into Masters. I think Parrish. I was talking to Image, and he told me not to sleep on Truly when we were coming into the matchups. And
Mhm.
it's like ever since Masters happened, every single team is telling me, we really wanted to scrim Truly, but they're never all 5 on at the same time. And I feel like that could be a big hindrance to them moving on into stage 4. So
Yeah. Personally, like ever since Master ended, like I've never like heard about Truly again. To be honest, yeah, I'm gonna be frank with you. Yeah, but like I don't know where they are, but if they if they come into stage 4 like destroying everyone, that's kind of suspicious. I'm just saying. I'm putting.
Yes. Well,
not,
I mean,
you're
yeah,
you're
there
not
was like,
wrong. You're not wrong. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't by any means think that they're bad players, right? Like that's
no,
not what I'm here to say. I don't think any of us would ever like say that and mean it, right? Like they've come through and proven themselves not just in Masters, but in the past as well. They've all been strong players. But yeah, you definitely got to wonder how they're getting practice in if they're never on at the same time. And that's been the biggest thing for me. Whereas, teams like Tribe and NYSL and Explicit and ARP and Primal, if they can find a fifth player, I know are going to be sitting there grinding the scrims out, giving it their best shot, especially with only 2 spots left. And Parrish, you got to be feeling real comfortable right now. No matter what happens in stage 4, you're going to Worlds. So
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
I'm actually really excited because this like the first time this year that World's gonna happen because last year it got canceled, right?
right.
So
yeah.
like
Fingers
this year
crossed.
especially, yeah, I'm gonna meet like my friends from Garena. Hopefully, I'm gonna destroy them. Depends, yeah, depends who will qualify. Yeah, and China's gonna be good because like some of them are my friends actually. Like I play with them, some of the pro players. So like we'll see. I'm excited. I'm actually really excited. Yeah.
Have either of you watched much into the China competitive scene?
Oh, yeah, I've been being tracked, but the thing is, your rules are like kind of different. For S&D, most of their strats rely heavily on not having trophies. You see the nades and stuff. Yeah, because S&Ds are banned in China. So like it'll be interesting, like because I know that the World Championship rule is gonna be based on our rules. So yeah, then we're gonna people's gonna use. I think against China, we're gonna use a lot of trophies because their nades are really good. So we'll see how China like competes with that. So yeah, I'm excited.
What about you, Maralto? Have you been able to peek out any of the competition? Like one of the big things to me was watch. Bobby did a watch party of the China Masters that was going on. And they
Mhm.
play 9-round search and destroy. I was like, what on
Yeah.
earth?
No, their rules are very different. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's interesting. Like, I mean, they're actual professionals. At the end of the day, I mean, the comp scene in North America is a lot of people that have a big passion for the game and scrim with their friends here and there. And there's a few teams like NYSL, like Tribe, and others that are contracted or have big content, whatever it is, or just a lot of time to kill, and they play the game like real professionals. So yeah, I mean, watching China play, of course, they're at a level that's, I mean, it's just a very much higher level than North America is, and probably will be for the next few years or so until mobile gaming really solidifies itself in North America, of course. And yeah, I don't know, but they're good. Obviously, they're good, but I think that even though we lack a lot of the practice and maybe some other stuff, I think the Tribe, for example, is a fantastic team. They have the best talent ever, almost every year. I'm sure that they could definitely make a run. Yeah, I wouldn't count NA out. I wouldn't count EU out. I wouldn't count any other regions out, just because we don't get as much practice and other stuff like that. I mean, shoot, when I used to play soccer, There's a saying in Italy. It says the ball is round. Like you can go to either goal. you know, it's the same sort of thing for this game. It just depends on the day, depends on how everyone's feeling, and it can go either way. I think so.
Yeah, definitely. Have either of you looked at any of the European scene at all? Like Mobile
Oh yeah,
Mayhem or?
I'm a big fan.
What about you, Parrish?
Not really.
Not really. Oh, come on!
Yeah, not really.
You're not getting ready for the teams you may face off against in Worlds.
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
Nova, like to be honest, I don't think they have been screaming as much, you know. So, um, but right now, I'm gonna like to be honest, I'm doing homework on like the Asian teams actually. I'm just seeing how they play, you know, because they've been trash talking a lot, you know, saying a lot of shit, you know. So like, I'm trying to get ready, you know, like when Worlds comes, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna do my best against them. Yeah.
Hopefully, because I've definitely been on that same wagon of I don't feel like North America as a region has looked as strong as a lot of the European teams have. And I'm hoping that changes, right? Because I wanna root for the home team here. You know, I wanna go right into Worlds rooting for Tribe and whatever other teams. Which again, I've already put my expectation out there. I would think you're probably looking at, depending on what version of Truly shows up. If Masters Truly shows up, maybe you're seeing like NYSL and Truly gone to Worlds. If not, I would say my favorites would be NYSL and probably Explicit over ARP. Um,
Yeah.
but at the same time, ARP have also been looking really solid, so it could go either way of the trifecta there. So I'm
Mhm.
super excited for it. I would love to see a Tribe versus Nova in Worlds, just as this team won NA Masters, this team won EU Masters. I feel like it would be a good time. And you always have that like more intense rivalry between NA and Europe as opposed to like NA and China or NA and Garena or NA and South America, whatever it may be, right? Like there's always that just across the pond rivalry. So
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm actually excited because it's against my previous org as well. So it's
yeah,
gonna be a fun time. Yeah.
that
Kinda.
would be pretty funny too if Nova dropped an NA team, went to EU, and got spanked by basically the NA team again.
Yeah.
That'd be definitely a good time.
Sure.
So
Man.
yeah, definitely a lot of fun things coming up. Like I was telling you guys at the end of Mobile Mayhem, this is probably going to be one of the shorter Spawn episodes we have, just because NA was so short and uneventful, and also I'm not feeling super hot. So we're gonna go ahead and start rounding it out. So. Um, looking forward to Worlds, Parish, what region would you say you're the most concerned about? Like going head to head against teams from, is Cygnus your biggest fear? Is Nova your biggest fear? Are you looking at, some of your friends in Garena being your biggest competitors, or whatever it may be? Or if you think there's a dark horse in any of those regions that you expect to see.
To be honest, like I think the like Tribe as of right now stand a chance of winning because like um we have the talent to win. We know what to do, and like from where I'm from, like Garena, like I feel like it's gonna cost, but like I think like in gun skill wise, they're really good, but sense wise, I think NA EU are way better. So I'm not really concerned with
Really?
Garena. Yeah, I'm from Garena, so I know what I'm talking, and I know most of the pros, and I think I know who's gonna qualify based on like currently right now, the best team in Garena right now. So yeah, I'm not really afraid of Garena to be honest. But I think China, like their hard point, dude, they still have persistence in their rule set. So we'll see about
It's
that.
true.
Just China's S&D, it's something that we gotta look out for because they can pull out all kind of strats. You know, you wouldn't expect it. So yeah, and for EU, honestly, EU probably is gonna be NA versus EU is gonna be a good one because I feel like both of us, both the region plays sort of similar. So yeah, I think EU is probably like Nova, specifically. Yeah,
Would you
Yeah.
say that China playing mostly S&D is maybe an advantage for North America and Europe? Because obviously, you look at our best of threes and it's hard point, search and destroy, domination. You look at our best of fives, it's what hard point, search and destroy, domination, hard point, search. So we're always more heavily invested in our respawn modes for global. Versus you look at China, and I think it's like search, hardpoint, search, domination, search. If you go past that, like they are way more heavily invested into search and destroy. And even in a best of seven, if I remember correctly, I think we only have two search games in a best of seven, right?
Best of
Ye-
7, I
Under
think
Masters
so.
rule sets,
That's
Would it be? I think so. I
Masters.
believe so. Yeah.
Masters
Just
rules was two searches, right?
Ooh, that's a good. I don't remember. I know best of 9 is supposed to be 3, right? Because you have
Best of
one in
nine
like
would
the
be
middle.
three, I would think. Yeah.
Right. I think it is 2 then. Yes, sir.
yeah.
I feel like that could be a pretty sizable advantage because when I was watching, again, I watched it on Bobby's watch party, and when I was sitting there watching those games, dude, the search and destroy games were some of like the most intense COD Mobile I've ever seen. And then you look at the hard point and the dominations, and I was like, they're all right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, and also China's S&D, I think they banned Dead Silent. So like,
really,
I think so. I remember playing a China scrim against like some Chinese pro team, like back when I was with, I think it was with Garena friends. So yeah, I think they banned as Dead Silence for SD. So that's gonna be another problem for China because in NA and EU, people sound horror a lot. so so yeah, actually curious how they will adapt to our rules. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
yeah, there's definitely a lot of time between now and then. I'm sure they'll start practicing on the rule set that they know they're gonna have to get used to. And yeah, I'm definitely excited. We've got NA Stage 4 coming up. I think it's what, the first weekend of September?
Yeah, it's the fourth
Yes. Yeah. The
and
4th and the 5th.
fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have that coming up. I think 2 weeks after that, we have EU. I think they're on like the 16th or something. And I think, if I remember correctly, Latin America is the week before NA. So we'll probably start like getting a good idea of what teams are going to Worlds here in just the next couple weeks. And I definitely think that's where a lot of the competition will both spice up and maybe even factor out a little bit because it is going to be kind of a dry spell between closing out stage 4 and if Worlds happens at the same time they had planned it in the past. I mean, we're not looking until like what, December? And I mean, I don't know. There's so many things that happen on COD mobile teams, like on a season to season basis that I just don't know.
Yeah. No, it'll be something to see for sure. All right.
All right.
Um,
Yeah, I think that's probably pretty much it for us tonight. So Parrish, Maralto, why don't you guys go ahead and take turns? Just shout out your Trovo if you're streaming, your YouTube, social media if you want people to follow you there. Maralto, I know you were talking about a charity event as well, so we'll get to that here in just a minute, and we'll get you guys all on the road.
all right. You go ahead, Parrish. I have kind of longer things, so you go ahead.
So like my social media like handle is Z Parish Z for my Twitter and Instagram. I think it's Tribex Parish for Trovo. And I just wanna like follow my channel as well, Ban, Envy, Bolu. I think Marshy doesn't stream. Child doesn't stream. Yeah. Bolu, Ban, and Envy. And Image, yeah. I just wanna shout out
Sausage man.
teammates and try it. Yeah. They have been great. So yeah.
And if you're not following Trav, what are you doing? Okay. All right. So I guess I'll go with mine. I mean, you guys can just follow me on Trovo if you'd like. It's just Maralto. I don't post to YouTube as much as I used to anymore. So I mean, my Twitter is Maralto Gaming. Maybe that one. I use Twitter and mostly just Trovo. So yeah, there's that. And I was gonna shout out, I guess, a tournament that I will be, I guess, not sponsoring because it's a charity event. So I'm gonna be running it with Stacks Gamehouse. It's to honor a friend of mine. He played for my team last year. Is Exet Henry. He went by Yuna in game. I'm not sure how many of you guys are familiar, but he was a good friend of mine who passed away, unfortunately, in June. And his family is just kind of struggling financially after paying for the funeral. And they could use the money. So I'm hosting a tournament. It's on the 28th at 8 Eastern is when it will start. And I invited basically all the teams. I'll have to see if Tribe and all the other guys can participate. We'll still have to see for that. So hopefully tune in. I believe it'll be streamed by Stacks Game House. We'll see. I'll probably post stuff to Twitter or something, and it'll actually be streamed by everyone who's in it. Only the grand finals they'll all just like raid the main channel. So yeah, you guys could just watch your regular guy if you want to see the games and support an old friend of mine.
Well, I'll definitely make sure when you tweet that out that I'll definitely do my part to make sure we get the retweet there. And then of course I'll come hang out as well, and we'll be there to show support. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. It is for a fantastic cause. Thank you guys all for joining us. Thank you, Parrish. Thank you for Maralto for coming on. I know it was kind of last minute notice today.
That's okay.
But yeah, great games for everybody, and make sure you guys come back next week. I'm pretty certain the semifinals are going to be on Bobby's channel, so make sure you guys don't miss that. It's going to be NYSL Mayhem versus ARP and Tribe Gaming versus Explicit. So you guys aren't going to want to miss that. And yeah, we'll have more Spawn next week as well. So thank you guys for coming by, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.